is go to our website homepage at KBLA1580.com and click on the icon that says KBLA Guest Editorials to learn more about our editorial standards and content submission guidelines. As long as the topic aligns with our mission, we are happy to review your submission and consider it for broadcast. We can't make any promises, but we want to amplify progressive perspectives that are community-focused and solution-oriented. So, go to KBLA1580.com right now to download all the information you need about our guest editorials. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
There's boundaries to keep that relationship healthy.
Yeah.
What's your situation right now?
What you mean situation?
Like, you
Happy?
got a man?
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
Single but dating?
I am
Something serious
dating.
more than other?
No, just dating.
We gotta change, because she's therapying us.
Yeah.
We gotta make this about her now.
Right. You kind of therapizing us.
So I was like, I want my woman to mommy me.
Hold on, like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You done flipped the script on us. We over here.
Verse uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was insightful.
But we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single.
dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated
she's
off and
stuttering
on
now.
for
We got
5
her.
years.
We got her.
We dated for 5 years off and
So
on.
you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now. I'm about to. We're gonna take this sheep clothing off.
Right, the wolf teeth coming out. No, we
He
have
was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years, and yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years, and it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. Okay. We working together.
But you keeping him at bay, or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
No.
Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin D deficient.
No,
everything
don't try to
is
show.
good in that department.
No.
He wants a
kept him at bay. She
relationship.
done kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
Oh, Lord. So when stuff like this goes viral, people be like, Zoe, you got to talk about it, man. You got to talk about it. Oh, gosh. Okay, so number one, let's address 42 years of age and single or doing whatever. Let's address that. Now, anybody who's been listening to The Voice of Reason for the past 3 years knows I lead with my flaws. I tell you, at the end of the show, every show, hey, I started the conversation. I'm not trying to be right. We're learning together. We're doing this together. If you've been listening to my show for the entire time, you've heard me air out my own personal issues and problems, right? Here's the problem with the latest and the greatest. Everybody's looking to be saved by perfection. And that's simply not how it works. I'm sorry. Simply not how it works. Oh, you shouldn't talk about relationship or marriage unless you're married. But there are thousands of clinicians out there that may not be married that are actually helping married couples deal with their issues. Clinicians are trained to deal with, right, relationship conflict. They're trained to help navigate people through that conflict. They're trained to listen. They're trained to offer practical tools that, people may not have known that they had access to. They will teach you how to communicate. They'll teach you how to be a better listener. But that doesn't necessarily mean that all of their ish is together. And I'm saying their collectively as, clinicians. Clinicians are not perfect. They're humans just like the people they help. Right? So we miss that, right? We miss that. Oh, if your marriage isn't perfect, you shouldn't talk about marriage. Or if you're not in a relationship, you shouldn't talk about relationship. Human beings are born into the human condition, into relationships. This is why I try not to diss anybody. I might disagree with what certain people have to say, but I try not to diss them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that. Right? But because we're human beings, we all have a right to speak about our relational experience. Now, that's to you're 42 and you should be married by now, you should have kids. That's to speak to that, right? That's not a perfect woman. We're an imperfect society looking for a perfect package, right, to help us understand ourselves better. And if the package isn't perfect because we have an unrealistic expectation of the messenger, not everybody is Christ now. Not even Kevin Samuels. Oh, not even Kevin. Right? Ooh. So everybody's jumping down this lady's throat. Now, I'm not here to defend or, say, oh, she's above and beyond reproach, because she's not. But she is playing the media game. And the media game is present yourself as perfect, present yourself as a package, a brand, unassailable, and it's not her fault. In college, that's what they're teaching all of the kids. They're teaching them to think in terms of branding. So she's maximized her brand. And anybody who knows, if you're in the rap game, I was in the music game, any game you out here hustling. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. That isn't to let her off the hook, though. This is why I always say lead with your flaws. If you want to inspire people, lead with your flaws. And you say, well, why? That'll make me look bad. Okay, talk about how you overcame some of them. And talk about your plans for overcoming the rest of them. That's inspirational. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oftentimes when you get sponsors and people start backing you and pushing you in a certain direction, they're packaging you. Do you understand? Like, we got to package you right, because, people need to, you get what I'm saying? So in that instance, or in that context, I think that's the low-hanging fruit in the conversation. Hey, why aren't you married? You're 42. To me, that's the low-hanging fruit, right? And sure, was her answers suitable or adequate or contextual? Not to me. They were evasive. Okay, fine. Right? Let's put you on trial. Right. But then if you flip it in the other direction, she's intelligent. She's savvy. She knows how to get on a Cam Newton show and light Cam up. And that lights her up, right? She knows how to get on a Nick Cannon show and light him up, and that lights her up. You get what I'm saying? Let me just tell you, stop looking at the messenger, people. A broken messenger can deliver a whole message. Don't get, listen, and I'm not saying her message is whole, but I'm saying what happens is it turns into these ad hominem attacks, right? We're attacking the person. We're discrediting the person. Now, does she have any valuable information? I haven't followed her enough to really know. Paquito, I hear what y'all hear on these clips. But this clip is so fire right now. Everybody's talking about it. I had to address it briefly because it leads me to some more stuff Paul Pierce said. Now, Paul Pierce is Inglewood. Come on now, City of Champions, Inglewood. I raised my kids in Inglewood, man. I know what Inglewood is. But at the same time, he's a Boston Celtic. And as a Laker fan, it's kind of like, I understand Inglewood High got that green and white. I get it. But right here on Yahoo Entertainment, the story right here, Paul Pierce, American black men should date women from overseas. USA women don't have the same values. Oh, that's going to lead us into our topic. The Passport Chronicles. Too broken for home and possibly too green for overseas. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Passport Chronicles? So you telling me that we can, listen, go get Tommy J. Curry's The Man Not. You see how he broke down how America treats black men, how America values black men and women. The book is called The Man Not. One would say, hey, you could use that book to justify what Paul is saying. No, but the point that I'm coming from is that book talks about how we have been systemically and intergenerationally wounded as men. So you think we can take our psycho-spiritual virus to another country and be happy? We coming over there with an STD, a spiritually transmitted disease. We still got trauma. So you think, okay, they got different rules over there. They'll just be nicer. And a lot of brothers done effed around and found out. They done went over there, got robbed. They done went all. Listen, man. What masquerades as a romantic exodus is in reality a spiritual extradition, a fugitive flight from the self. The so-called passport bro movement isn't about love, compatibility, or cultural relevance. It is a psycho-spiritual migration strategy enacted by emotionally arrested men seeking to anesthetize unprocessed trauma beneath the guise of tradition, travel, and values. Beneath their passport lies a pathology, not of a place, but of perfection. I know y'all don't want to hear it. At its core, the passport bro phenomena embodies what Babette Rothschild would classify as a somatic misplacement of trauma. I can be traumatized over here, but I'm going to be better over there. The grass going to be greener over there with the same wounds I got right now. So we don't want, see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of brothers, and I'm here as your advocate and as your brother, a lot of brothers think all I got to do is show up with bread and protection and I fulfilled my duty as a man. No, part of your duty is to heal. And your woman is not responsible for your healing. She can assist. Do you understand? She can assist, but listen, she can walk you up to it. She can walk you up to that wound. She can coach you. Come on, babe, you can do it. Grab that wound, embrace it. She could do all that. But guess who got to do the embracing of their own wounds? Right? Listen, both black men and woman in America come from the same traumatized pot. You can't quote Joy DeGruy in one breath and then be like, yo, I got to get out of here and go find some nicer, different women with different values. What? Wait, huh? When I come forward, if you even think I just got started, you'd be wrong.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah. At KBLA Talk 1580, we're proud to be celebrating 4 years on the air, but we know we could not have made it this far without you. We work hard every single day to curate conversations that will enlighten, encourage, and empower you. So, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, a big thank you for your love and support.
You don't know how much you mean to me.
And by the way, if your smartphone did not update automatically, be sure to download our brand new KBLA 1580 app. We think you'll love all the new features, including new ways to send us photos and video in real time, whenever news breaks, while we're on the air. It's a new dawn, a new day for KBLA Talk 1580, and we're glad you're on this journey with us.
You never turned away, you were right there. Thank you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Us black men, I'm telling y'all, we need to follow in French Montana steps. You see, he cracking.
He's cracking.
He like, man, I'm out here with these. No, I'm good.
Don't listen to Paul. There's women in the States that are cool and a vibe.
Nah, it ain't. The States women, they don't have the same values as these women overseas. They value they men. They priorities they men first. They not shaking on Instagram every
Not
day.
every woman is doing that, Paul.
That's American women. That's the majority.
No, not every woman is doing that though. I'm not doing that. So
there's more women in America doing that than out the country.
I can agree, but they're out the country. Women are getting paid $25 to have sex with anybody. Colombia, go there, Brazil. So please kill it. Because I know. And y'all want to glorify these out the country women. These out the country women, you give them $30 and they're sucking you and all your homeboys in one night. So stop trying to glorify that. I'm sick of it. Anyways, yeah.
I mean, only difference between there and here is the price is up over here.
Yeah, well, don't try to say their values are so different than I shake. No, they are. They're doing it.
They are, so
and they're getting on, shaking it, and all type of stuff. Yeah. Listen, so don't try it.
Man, I ain't trying nothing, but I'm just saying, like, right now, if you ain't taking a girl shopping, if you ain't got no bread, if you it's almost impossible to get a girl out here.
Well, there's truth and falsehood in a lot of what's being said. Truth is there are good women out here, right? But also the truth, there are a lot of transactional relationships out here. And that's just what it is. You live in America. Capitalism. Look up the evolution of capitalism and how it has affected intimate relationships. This is the society right here, right now, saying love is a verb. Do something for me. Oh, yeah. So, but here's the argument. You can't, as Paul Pierce, you can't blame women for being transactional when men say, instead of me healing All I got to do is show up with the bread, and for lack of a better word, because I have the bread, I'm purchasing you. So they're both interacting. They're both utilizing the transactional nature of relationships in America. America is a capitalist, materialistic society, and it does have effects on how we relate to one another. And it ain't just the women saying, this costs. My time costs. It's men saying, I've slayed the dragon. I'm paying for nurturing. Are we a society of garden tools and Johns? At its core, the passport bro phenomena embodies what Babette Rothschild would classify as a somatic replacement or misplacement of trauma. The nervous system is in survival mode, and it's masked in masculinity. Ross Rosenberg's self-love deficient disorder explains the foundation. Men not seeking love, but relief. Not a partner, but a surrogate self. The journey abroad becomes less about foreign women and more about evading the psychic mirror Western women may hold up to our face. We're both traumatized, and the mirror is saying, look at me, deal with the work. Now, I want to go over there and have somebody be quiet while I pay them pennies. When I come forward, we got even more. Oh, it's going to get crazy.
I wish that you were mine. Yeah, so fine. You know every move you make with your body, and you do it fine. Do it fine. Dancing with you, girl, like this is bound to cause a fire. Yeah. Look at me, I'm soaking wet, like I was in the shower. When I'm dancing with you, baby.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. Autopsies are backed up at the Orleans Parish Coroner's Office, all because of an AC outage. The Black Coroner, Dr. Dwight McKenna, says he has to sign off on cause of death cases for the local police department. The chiller where bodies are kept is working, but he says the staff can't work in the autopsy room where thermostats are reading 85 degrees. I spoke to him this afternoon.
The temperature has to be between 58 to 62 degrees because if not, the floor sweats, the instruments sweat, the wall, and they're slipping around, dropping instrument. It's too dangerous.
The city says they're waiting for parts to get the AC fixed. Right now, bodies are being moved to a local university so autopsies can be conducted. A judge gave Black NFL player Rashid Rice 5 years probation and 30 days in jail in connection with a high-speed crash in Dallas last year. And a 3-judge panel is allowing Arkansas to enforce its ban on critical race theory in classrooms. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Fall enrollment is still open at California Baptist University. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree with flexible on-campus and online programs. Scholarships are still available to help you get started. Apply now at calbaptist.edu.
Give people what they want.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we aim to foster enlightening, sustainable, restorative dialogue, and we welcome unapologetically progressive viewpoints that empower fellow citizens. We are now accepting submissions for KBLA Talk 1580 guest editorials like this one.
With the KBLA Talk 1580 guest editorial, I'm Martin Gordon, chair of the Pasadena Community Coalition. Recently, I listened to a Tavis Smiley Show conversation with James Farr. James said something that caught me off guard. Black Altadena is gone. My community is being murdered. I said murdered.
All you have to do is go to our website homepage at KBLA1580.com and click on the icon that says KBLA Guest Editorials to learn more about our editorial standards and content submission guidelines. As long as the topic aligns with our mission, we are happy to review your submission and consider it for broadcast. We can't make any promises, but we want to amplify progressive perspectives that our community community-focused and solution-oriented. So go to KBLA1580.com right now to download all the information you need about our guest editorials. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
It's never too early to start talking about money in realistic ways with your kids. JP Morgan Chase navigates how to educate your kids now about creating long-lasting, healthy money habits. Whether your kids are in elementary school, high school, or college, now is a great time to start a conversation about ways to create healthy money habits as they grow, ultimately benefiting their financial future. Talking about money in a realistic way to support your kids' lifestyle and dreams, your first banking account geared towards high school or college. It's never too early. Explaining the basics, what you earn and what you spend, building financial confidence starts with getting organized. Learning and practicing vital money skills now will stay with them for life. Tools they will have to stay on top of their finances and achieve their goals. This segment is sponsored by JP Morgan Chase.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going round. How we want the bump, give up the bump. How we need the bump, we gotta have the bump. How we want the bump, give up the bump. How we need the bump, we gotta have the bump.
One thing I've learned from traveling is that when you travel outside of America, the world really shows you what you are. Mm-hmm. If you're a lame, the world gonna show you that you are actually a lame. Whereas in America, in my opinion, it's like clown world. Everything is upside down and crazy. But if you are actually a man that's on your purpose, you're doing your thing, you got your stuff together. Once you get out of America, the world is going to show you what you always thought about yourself. Mm-hmm. It's going to show you like, oh, so I wasn't tripping.
Yeah.
And going back to that video that you spoke on, you were the first guy, the first and only guy, even still to this day, that I have actually heard say, when you get your money right, you get your body right, you get everything put together, and you think,
hey, listen, just hold that right there. I want to go back. He said, if you're a lame, the world is going to show you a lame. You know why the world is going to show you you're a lame? So the humanities are being replaced, right? There's a push to replace the humanities in education in favor of STEM, right? Science, mathematics, engineering, right? The humanities is like the multidisciplinary repository of knowledge that tries to give meaning to the human condition. In a lot of ways, the humanities are like CRT, critical race theory. The humanities is telling the truth. The humanities is telling the truth about what happened. If you take a humanities course, you will see how white supremacy came in and destroyed every country. So the clip says, if you are lame here in America, top dog, you gonna be a lame the world is gonna show you. Why? Let me explain. Let me explain something to you. The world has been stripped of its dignity, of its resources, of its identity by the global white. Just be honest. I'm not racist. I just gotta say what it is. That's why they're trying to get rid of the humanities. There's a book by Martha C. Nussbaum. She's an intellect, and she teaches on the humanities. The book is called Not for Profit. She talks about how the human aspect of what it means to be a human is being stripped out of education for productivity, for product, for profit. So the brother Paul is mad because he's not mad at the educational system. He's mad at the woman the educational system produced. He said, well, I got to get out of here. Okay, leave, go over there, and guess what? The same thing's happening over there. They're trying to get rid of the humanities. It's called the humanities. Do you see? So now, what happened with black people? Because we magic, right? What happened with black folk? Guess what? We taking out the flute, the violin, the trumpet, the recorder. We taking all of that. The saxophone. We taking out all of the humanities, right? We taking that stuff out. Arts, literature. We're taking all of it out. What black people do? Okay, I'm going to sample my daddy records. Then with the new, I'm going to become an instrumentalist by sampling the music, seeing you won't teach me how to play it no more. Do you see? To create a whole new genre. But if you listen to the music, right, after the late 80s and you go into the 90s, what is it talking about? Capitalism, prostitution, money, clothes, and garden tools. Right? It's talking about fame. If you're listening, you're hearing narcissistic collapses all over the industry. Right? This is what Kendrick meant when he said, let the party die. So brothers, you live here in this toxic society. You have a responsibility first to yourself. What kind of provider and protector you're going to be if you don't nurture that wounded inner child? It's not your mama's job no more. And it's not your woman's job. Oh, it's easy to point the finger at the woman and say, oh, she the most educated, and she, most educated gender and race in America. She thinks she better than me. That's because you are a man by archetype and stereotype alone. Ooh. What makes a man a man? Oh, he's a warrior. He's a protector. How do you, right, go inside and protect yourself from the inner child tyrant that makes you unbearable in relationships? I don't want y'all to think, listen, I don't want y'all to think I'm just attacking men, because men get sensitive and then say they're not emotional. See, that's why I like Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels tell an ugly woman she ugly. That's because you didn't have the courage to. So you become a sycophant follower of a toxic narrative. It ain't the values that make the woman, sir. Listen, brother. You conquer yourself, you become the author of your own values. No, America gave you your values. I know you don't want to hear it put that way. America gave you your values. America gave you your meaning. And getting your meaning from a tyrant, getting your meaning from an abusive, narcissistic tyrant, that's what America did. And if you know anything about the humanities, hey, man, it's multidiscipline, right? It's multidisciplines. Law, history, they lying in history, religion, the concept of love, the concept of listen, the humanities has their hands in everything. And they're trying to get rid of it because they don't care about you having a meaningful life. They want a productive life out of you so they can have profits from your productivity. That's the new world we're moving into. We don't have time for black men to be attacking black women when both of them hurt. We're supposed to come together. We got to heal. But it's easy to talk crap than it is to heal. I know people don't want to hear it. When I come forward, I promise you, when I come forward, we're going to start going to the phone lines. But I've got more to say on this.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
Founded in Los Angeles in 1986, litigation powerhouse Quinn Emanuel has deep roots in the Los Angeles community. Since 2007, we have litigated some of the largest fires on the West Coast. We are proud to be the only AmLaw 100 firm in the country to represent wildfire victims, giving affected individuals, families, and businesses the same focus and individualized attention we devote to our Fortune 500 clients. BTI Consulting has repeatedly recognized Quinn Emanuel as among the 4 law firms in-house counsel least like to oppose in any litigation, and we are often deemed the most feared. And after securing over $80 billion for our clients in various matters firm-wide, we understand why. If you have been affected by the recent wildfires in Altadena and the Palisades and would like to discuss your situation further, please contact wildfire support at QuinnEmanuel.com or call us at 213-443-3050. Quinn Emanuel is proud to sponsor Conversation Live Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA
LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm glad there's some children here. So nice to see children, isn't it? It's beautiful to see children. And unfortunately, through education, through the corruptive moral society, they are dragged into it. Willy-nilly, through their education, through their social, economic environment, they are destroyed. Probably the parents know all this. And they are also in despair, the parents, seeing their own children was so nice and gentle at the beginning of life, become gradually violent, conforming to the group, and all the misery of life begins. There's another matter. That is it possible to educate children without all the pressures and the ugliness of life on them? The society is too strong. They're sucked into it. Because we think society is something different from us. You understand? When you...
Hey, listen, man. I don't know if you're listening to Krishnamurti. He's talking about the psychology, the mentality. We live in the wealthiest society. We live in the most dominant militarily. We live in the most powerful country in the world. But what has that power done to the rest of the world? In the clip before, the brother said, if you're a lame here in this country, the world is going to show you that you're a lame. Why? Because the rest of the world, think about it. They may not be trying to be like us, like they were back in the day, but they want autonomy from us. Look at BRICS. They want power for themselves. They want their own identity. Think about it, right? He said, what does that got to do with what Paul Pierce had to say, Zoe? Paul Pierce is saying leave and go there. Well, when you come there, what do you look like to them? But a Vic. Oh, he's American? Hey, he got that yaper. Whatever niceties he needs, we will perform that. What compels a man to cross oceans, not for exploration, but for exoneration? Right? From the psychic residue of rejection, the humiliation of perceived emasculation, and the slow hemorrhaging of significance within Western relational dynamics. The passport bro phenomenon is more than a sociological trend. It is a metaphysical echo of unresolved intrapsychic war. Your woman can't heal you, brother, by doing everything you need her to do. This ain't 1940, 1950, when mama had to bite her lip because she was totally dependent on papa. These days are different now. Do you understand? Beneath the flights and the filters lies a deeper cry, not for a different woman, but for a different self. So you think you can go to another country psychologically unindividuated and it's going to turn out cool? Well, I got a homeboy who said it was all good when he went over there. And then there's another 25, 100, 2,000 stories where it all went bad. Robberies, murders, all of that. Pregnancy, child support. Yeah, all of those stories are still happening overseas. Right? To understand the psychological architecture of this movement, we must view it through the fractal lens of trauma theory, attachment science, general semantics, and maybe even quantum metaphysics. As Krishnamurti reminds us, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. But what if the sickness... What if the sickness we flee resides not in the culture alone, but in the unexamined projections we export across borders? Come on now. E Prime strips the language of its illusory certainty. Rather than claiming she is disrespectful, how about we must ask this way? I interpret her aggressiveness as threatening to my unhealed wounds. Why? Look at that. Instead of saying she's disrespectful, right? Let's go deeper. Nobody wants to go deeper. Why? Because in American culture, still one of the nastiest stereotypes is intellect is for lames. Knowledge is for lames. Right? You're goofy if you read. Right? There's an anti-intellectualism that's coming through in America as well. Right? I interpret her assertiveness as threatening to my unhealed wounds. That would be too much like right. That would be like too much like telling the damn truth. And then the follow-up question is, why do I feel that way? How does she trigger me in this way? This reframe subverts the ego's need to objectify the other in favor of confronting one's own perceptual filters. As Robert Anton Wilson would argue, each man operates from a reality tunnel, a neurologically imprinted loop of memory, meaning, and survival strategy. In this tunnel, foreign femininity becomes fetishized, not because of the cultural understanding, but because of the cultural ignorance. The unfamiliar becomes a screen onto which unintegrated desire, domination, and developmental arrest are projected. Right? Are you a spiritual colonizer, brother? Because you're unhealed, you've turned into a spiritual colonizer and said, I'm going to go to another country and colonize this foreign spirit with my unhealed spiritually transmitted disease? Come on, man. Y'all want that work? 1-800-920-1580. Come on. Come on. Come on. Listen, when we come forward, I'm going to get right to the phone lines and talk to my brother John from Mountain View, Hawaii.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. Autopsies are backed up at the Orleans Parish Coroner's Office, all because of an AC outage. The Black Coroner, Dr. Dwight McKenna, says he has to sign off on cause of death cases for the local police